Mike Tyson is an American former professional boxer who competed from 1985 to 2005 and is considered one of the best heavyweight boxers of all time. Often referred to the baddest man on the planet, he became the youngest boxer to win a heavyweight title at 20 years, 4 months and 22 days old, and has had a glorious career during which he achieved several feats, like becoming the first heavyweight boxer to simultaneously hold the WBA, WBC and IBF titles, as well as the only heavyweight to unify them in succession. Known for his ferocious and intimidating boxing style, Sky Sport described him as perhaps the most ferocious fighter to step into professional ring. Moreover, was convicted of rape and sentencetto 6 years in prison in 1992, but he was released on parole after 3 years. Mike Tyson had revealed he is suffering from a rare health condition, sciatica, after photo emerged showing the former heavyweight champion of the world in wheelchair. Concerns for the health of Tyson were heightened last month when photos from an airport showed him wheelchair-bound while also clutching a walking stick. I have sciatica every now when it flares up. I can't even talk. Thank God it's only health. Thank God it's the only health problem I have. I'm splendid now, he said. Everybody in my house is truly blessed and we are all grateful for whatever we have. The condition impact nerve ending in the body, with Tyson appearing to be suffering with complications related to his back. Drugs problems combined with his never say die attitude within the ring that saw him go toe to toe with some of the most notable heavyweight of his era have left many fearing for the long-term health of boxing great. Tyson himself inferred on his own hotbox and podcast that he did not believe he had long left to live. We are all gonna die one day, of course. Then when I look in the mirror, I see those little spots on my face, he said. I say, wow, that means my expiration date is coming close really soon. Sciatica is where the sciatica nerve, which runs from your lower back to your feet, is irritated or compressed. It usually gets better in 4 to 6 weeks, but can last longer. After foot surgery to prepare for the stage and necessity of pain management during the process, he has recently relapsed and voluntarily entered a treatment program to concentrate on his health and recovery. The group also shared they would be cancelling residency dates for the months of June and July, but are looking to continue in September 2022. Of the years, Tyler has been vocal about the root of his addictions, as well as the effort he has put into overcoming them. Talking about his substance abuse with GQ in 2019, he said it was more or less the thing to do. I don't think there were any bads that even knew what sober was. It absolutely works for a while, but then things go wrong, he added. You become addicted, it's something you do all the time, and suddenly it starts influencing your greatness. He said he stayed sober after his rehabilitation in 2009 and said in 2019 as part of the GQ interview that he was still undergoing. The 12-step programs were developed by the organization Alcoholics Anonymous to help people dealing with substance and behavioral addictions as well as issues with compulsivity. The steps involve being honest about the position you are in and admitting you are helpless in the face of the issues. Other steps include acceptance, humility, and willingness. I can be in Afghanistan, I can be in Japan, and go a meeting in the room is full of alcoholics and people that did drugs like I did, only nobody's high. And believe me, that stuff they say is phenomenal. They are still crazy, they are just not under the influence, said Tyler. Addiction and dependency are slightly different. People who are addicted to substance are those that continue to use it compulsively despite the harmful consequences. People who develop a dependency do not necessarily need to be addicted but have built up a high tolerance for using a substance and receive withdrawal symptoms. If they stop using them via the NHS, there are several treatments available for those undergoing addiction problems. Cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the first ports of call. This form of Talking therapy helps to understand how your thoughts are responsible for certain behaviors and working to tackle these. Treatment via the NHS pathway may also involve medical treatment. If you are addicted to heavy drugs such as heroin, for example, you may be offered a substitute like methadone. This way, the health professionals are preventing you from buying drugs off the street. Detoxing is another method using which involves completely bringing the drugs user off their drugs. The health body may also recommend self-help groups such as Alcoholic Anonymous or Narcotic Anonymous.